Hello, I'm Kody, and welcome to session 40 of my Pillars of Eternity turn-based Triple Crown attempt. Last time, we continued the exploration of Longwatch Falls. We almost lost Pelagina to a dragon, and we had Maneha pull a mysterious sword from an obviously cursed altar, which she can no longer put down, so we respect her to using said sword, which are Estoc, specifically. Also picked up Durant so that I can try and get another level up on my cap. Which, unfortunately, is going to more or less require Durant's spell, which he... This one here, Holy Power, which he cannot cast out of combat, so we're going to have to take him on the next dungeon or something. We could just go get one combat and then come back and drop him off, which would be the smart thing to do, I think, since I'm not used to using him. And he could get me killed by virtue of me just not knowing what I'm doing with him and not having him as well equipped and not wanting to spend a half hour equipping him. But I don't know. I kind of don't like that idea, so play it a bit by ear.
Oh, you must have some great stories.
The rot gut and cannon blasts knocked most of them out of my head. Those were good days.
You ought to meet my sister. Where in Rawatai are you from, anyway?
Little coastal town. Definitely no cannons or rot gut there.
Fair enough. Let's see. I don't think there's anything left to fight in Longwatch Falls or the Russet Woods, so I have to head out to Durgan's battery to find a combat so that Durant can cast his spell. I suppose I could also rest while I'm out here and see if it triggers the next stage of his quest, since his quest seems to be progressed just by resting with him in the party.
Anyone ever tell you that you have the best accent?
Okay. Vicious war criminal has arrived, seeking employment. Okay. So that's just one of these. -4 prestige. Is it? Yeah. Always on the fence on whether it's prestige or renown.
No, I mean, some have. Men. Foolish praise in any case. It's just an ordinary Valian accent.
Come on, say it one more time. Please?
Shodari. Dondari. Vecente kumane nishomenet.
Okay. Pelagina is very discomfited with that.
I'll see what's ahead.
Chasing off some deer. An army of deer. Do I want to fight the deer army? Apparently I haven't got enough information about elder stags to have my bestiary filled in yet, so I guess I do.
Uh-huh.
Following your lead.
Hey.
I'm ready.
Oh, wasn't expecting them to go hostile, just on approach.
Fair.
Boy, they do not care for Canna.
All right, then.
Lead the way.
I'm ready.
Just got our gun on.
Freros! Ceres!
think that's centered on himself, so...
Following your lead.
Nice.
For Takoa!
Yes. Spot on! Lead the way.
Right, did that give me... Yes, it gave me 20 resolve. Perfect.
I'm here.
And his ability to just get a new turn when she kills people does appear to work just every single time. That is amazing. Boy, that makes me want to try another playthrough as a barbarian someday. Maybe if I ever try a solo playthrough, that'd be fun. Let's see. So the company's captain hat has leveled up. We are now immune to Confused and Dazed, if we weren't already. I don't remember. We have that grants Confused when hit by crit. The stats went up, so now much higher. I think it was just like +1 to Dex and Resolve, but now it's +322. And next up is drink a beverage in every bar in the Eastern Reach. I assume that's the non-DLC area. Alright. That should be easy enough.
I'll see what's ahead.
Guess you could make a barbarian with just like tanked dexterity and maxed might and perception to try and inch for carnage to try and just always get a kill so that they just keep getting turns. Though it would only work against trivial fights like that one. Once you start fighting bosses or the like, then you just end up getting very few turns. Ista's device makes a terrible screeching noise. The compass points west. Okay. Bitter spirit.
Try something else.
Following your lead. Your tail ends here!
I'm here. Just like old times.
Bruises are immune to fear. I suppose that's not supposed to... Oh, wow. I can't believe her sword can do those paralyzes even on carnage hits. I would have sworn that would only be the primary target.
What? Lavaru beyond seek.
Oh? Spot on.
Not even slowing it down.
Hey.
Yes? Your tail ends here!
Lead the way. Just like old times.
Oh, whoops. Got to turn that off.
I'm there.
How did Pelagina affect Nanook with Healing Chain? I definitely did not cast that this fight. Did it persist all the way from the previous fight somehow? Wild. Well, there's been a few times when I've noticed that she had a charge, but it said Healing Chain was still in effect. And I don't know if I'd mentioned it, but I'd been thinking it was possibly that you can't recast Healing Charge if you have, or you can't cast it if you have Sacred Immolation running, was what I'd previously concluded, that maybe they were like supposed to be modally exclusive to each other, but so long as they weren't going at once, they were fine. But now I'm thinking that it's just sometimes it persists past fights for some reason. Like, that was a pretty long walk from there to here. Should have worn off for sure.
All right, then. Leave it to me!
Tell me.
I'm ready. Permettom folias.
And that freezing death is quite interesting. I like that. I mean, obviously it's annoying, but cool idea for an ability for those to have.
The stench. Even worse
Behind
when
us.
dead.
Thought maybe we were going to be able to talk to them. Oh, Script Node 5. We all love Script Node 5. What great dialogue you've got. Yet another bug.
Hey.
Down. That guy over.
Following your lead.
Nice.
Let's end this!
Ooh, 130. Didn't kill him. Wow.
Lead the way.
Alright. Killed him, so she should get another turn, right? Yep, that's amazing. Anybody else killable? How? Winterwolf, maybe. Those things don't have much health. Don't think she'd get that one, but let's
Just
see.
like old times.
Nah, not good enough.
I'm ready.
Maybe you should crit.
What?
Moe Ixiana.
Wonder if she'd immediately get a turn if she had a DOT effect kill something. That'd be interesting.
Yes. Spot on.
Hey.
I'm ready. For the Republics.
Yeah, once again, the healing chain is still going, and I still haven't used it again in now 2
Following
fights.
your lead.
Baffling.
For Takoa!
Oh. Lead the way.
And nobody's injured enough for her to finish them off. It does have the slight downside with that ability, as it means actively want to be on the look for her to finish off weakened targets. Not a big downside, but just a bit of a strategic narrowing of focus.
Finish them.
Yes? For Takoa!
Tell me. Just like old times.
Parathis!
What? Let's burn this away!
I'm ready. The Arches Vox Converano. Let us end this.
I'm here. Just like old times.
Eats' device points directly at the cavern entrance.
Following your lead. Your tale ends here!
Yeah, he's hobbled.
Hey.
I will never understand the decision by the devs to have only 5 buff and debuff icons here. Like, it had to come up in testing that you need far more than that very, very often. And the icons are small enough, like, you could have made more room. Lots of room you could have done.
Parathis! What?
Could have had them stack, left to right over the portrait. It'd be a bit uglier, but more usable.
Let's burn this away!
I'm ready.
To whispers and shadows.
We're not gonna fight another ice dragon, are we? So that would be kind of amazing. Langafith.
Spot on.
Yes? Quaith selmes metu.
Just like old times.
Should crit the other
I'm
one.
ready.
Uluthen.
Following your lead. Let's end this!
Oh? Spot on.
Hey. Huh!
Uh-huh.
Injured badly. Badly. Hit everyone? Excellent.
I'm here.
And with Carnage, too, the, like, extra turns means
Just like
there's a
old
decent,
times.
decent chance you can chain weakening enemies.
I'm ready.
That's really neat. It's a
Yes.
shame she's stuck using a weapon that's only fine, because I have no earthly idea what the poem is about. I meant to take another read of it when I started this session, but I'm only just now remembering.
Hey. You're not getting through me.
I'm ready. The Arches Vox Converano.
Yeah, I don't think the first 4. I think that somehow was like what we already did. I don't understand how that has to do with pulling it out of the stone. I'll reread it. "'Tis a traitor's fate to sleep and never rest, whilst knowledge of his deed stays lodged within his breast. But earnest penance heals the sorrowful man, and worthy actions stay the executioner's hand." Yeah, I have no idea how that could possibly relate to pulling it from the stone. "Seek the whirling agent made of copper Adra stone. Awaken first your essence, so that you may atone." I don't know who the whirling agent made of copper Adra and stone is. Like, Adra and stone. Like, it makes me think like maybe the like X animator that's like now just a placard in. How did I pause the game there? In the that's how. In the Animancy school, or my throne. Handful of plus crystals white Adra. Huh.
I'll see what's ahead.
It was just a single Frosties. Maybe it was supposed to be part of the last fight.
Spot on.
Following your lead. Quaith selmes me. Fortacoa!
Now here's something.
Exceptional warbow. And a sapphire. Nothing important. Ah, I see. Just a passage through.
I shall make it so. It's done.
Buy an arquebus, diamond, pearl. More Langafeth. Oh, whoops. Didn't think I was close enough. And again, the music goes real quiet. I partially call this out when it happens, because I'm really curious what causes it, and I'm wondering if I notice it often enough if I'll ever see
I'm here.
a commonality between the times in which it has happened. Certainly not this time. Maybe eventually.
I'm ready.
What?
Moeth Ixiana.
Lead the way.
You've been poisoned.
Oh, that was a lot of damage.
Yes.
Finish them! I'm ready.
Lead the way. Just like old times.
Didn't think that would disengage them, let alone both of them.
Following your lead.
You're not getting through me.
Let's end this.
Let us end this! I'm ready. Permed kong swolias.
What? I'll let Margaret's fire bless this.
Hey. Verathus!
Lead the way. Just like old times. Uh-huh. Just like old times.
Exceptional stiletto and another ring of unshackling. Sure are a lot of those. I got some camping supplies.
It's done.
Oh. Trap there that I somehow didn't see. Spell Tongue, the unique rapier. Embracers of Deflection plus 9. Steal 1 turn of duration from each beneficial effect on the target. Steal 15% of attack speed for 1 turn on hit. Wow, that's really neat. I don't have anyone using rapiers, I don't think, but... that's really neat. Toss it there. In the unlikely event I ever get sick of this War Club of the Mataru, which I do think, like, it's not really doing much for her. An accurate 6 is nice and all, but it's kind of just worse than superb if I ever get that. Well, I guess it does have more accuracy still. Well, actually a lot more. No, yeah, I don't know. I could see switching her to rapiers at some point, but not right now. I've been doing too much respecking lately anyway.
Oh, and if I find something good, you can have half.
Right, a bunch of farmers had been discovered petrified, so I sent the grieving mother to investigate. The trip to the Ishamidal Plains was largely uneventful, but grieving mother discovered a grisly sight upon arriving at the Apahuelo Adra Circle. Over 50 locals had become permanently petrified among the stones. It took a few days' investigation, but grieving mother learned that the abductions all happened at specific times of night and in a pattern for miles around the stones. With the assistance of a Apahuilo mathematician and philosopher, grieving mother was able to expose the killer, an extremely powerful Adragon that had been protecting the Edge Circle for centuries. When Kith discovered the secret place, she began systematically stalking and petrifying anyone who lived within walking distance of the site. Grieving mother led a protracted battle against the creature with the help of locals. Alright.
What have we here?
Apparently I found a hidden object, but I don't see where. I already saw that barrel. Oh, over here. Let's boot. But it's just another stiletto.
I shall make it so. It's done.
And some fine garbage. Alright, where is that? Yeah, some camping supplies here, so I guess I'll camp and see if Durant wants to talk. Nope. Apparently he is. As of yet, not in the mood. Might have to keep him in the party for a bit longer for that. Okay, Barolton, a Diran dignitary, has arrived at the stronghold. He requests your aid with an upcoming meeting with representatives of the Fisher Crane tribe near the Thane Bog. He was nearly set upon by brigands on the road, but your patrols intervened. Oh, I have to go talk to him? 8 days, 25 hours. I mean that DLC game. That's rude. This path back, it does. Okay. I will walk. I'll do the exploration necessary to leave this place, then I'll go deal with that. And then I guess while I'm back in the mainland, I can do the mini quest to unlock the last powers of the cap. At least I think it's the last powers.
Following your lead. Let's end this! Your tale ends here!
Oh, and it got quiet music again for this fight. She just did a little bit more damage. She'd get that a lot more often. She's very close to it a lot of the times.
Yes? For Takoa! I've been poisoned!
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Spot on!
Tell me.
Injured. Not injured at all. Near death. Aww. Grazed. 84 versus 59 and you grazed? Rude.
Yes.
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Tell me.
Good at that time.
I'm here.
Badly injured, yeah. Decent chance to get a good hit, but yeah, I didn't think so.
The Archers Vox.
Selmes me fortatoa!
Yes.
Finish them!
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Let's burn this
Oh, you're
away.
fine, Edar.
Permed Kong Swolias.
Tell me. Just like old times.
Poison!
Let's end this!
Hey. You're not getting through me.
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Alright, I'm trying to leave, which is probably this way.
Let's see what lies this way.
Well, maybe it isn't. Let's just do it this way. Where am I going? Yeah, I am going that way. Alright. A little bit of extra fog of war.
Light, flame, and sound.
Oh, somebody help me! Alright. Help, please, I'm down here! Standing on a narrow outcropping far below the edge of the chasm, a villager waves his arms frantically. The villager is well out of reach, and the uneven, slick surface of the chasm would prove difficult to climb by hand. Tie a rope around Maneha's waist. You loop the length of rope around Maneha's waist and tie it off as best you can. You're not entirely sure the knot will hold. Well, why not? Who would be better at tying a knot? Presumably it's mechanics, if it's any skill in the game. The trapped man presses himself against the chasm wall. Please hurry. The ice is starting to crack. Looking down, Maneha can see another, smaller ledge further up along the side of the chasm. It is close enough to jump to, but it may not be able to support much weight. I don't know, just climb down, I guess? Maneha takes firm hold of the rope and cautiously climbs down toward the ledge. There's an ominous crunch as the ice shifts somewhere below. The trapped man lets out an alarmed cry. Hurry! On the ledge, Maneha takes a moment to survey her surroundings. Several sections of the cliffside below appear to be coated in sheets of ice, like windows set into the side of the chasm. The thin ice is packed through with air bubbles, and moving too quickly across the surface would cause it to shatter. I guess we just continue the descent. Like, we rappel down, that means we just shatter this ice. We climb back up, we're just abandoning the man. So, continue the descent. Maneha continues carefully down the chasm. I don't think it'll hold much longer. There's a faint clattering sound and a sharp cry. Glancing down, Maneha sees the man has slipped, only to grab hold of the rocky wall just in time to stabilize himself. As Maneha passes the fragile section of ice, the winds begin to pick up. The freezing gusts tug fiercely at Maneha's clothing, howling past. Nearby, there is a narrow hollow in the wall of the cavern that could provide some shelter until the winds die down again. I mean, just press on. You've got the... I got to assume that would be athletics, if anything, or constitution. You're fantastic at both. Maneha clings desperately to the ice. But one especially powerful gust rips Maneha from the wall of the chasm altogether. The rope jars up painfully against Mineha's sides as it's drawn taut, and Mineha comes to a lurching halt. But the knot in the rope loosens, and Mineha grabs quickly for the rope, wrenching a shoulder in the process. The winds gradually seem to die down, and Mineha continues the descent. At last, Mineha comes within arm's reach of the trapped villager, and extends a hand towards him. When Mineha's hand is merely inches away, the outcropping beneath the trapped man's feet suddenly shudders and gives way, and he starts to fall. Dive after him. Mineha grabs after him, but a sudden flare of pain pulls Mineha's arm up short. The villager falls out of reach into the gloom below. His screams echo up the chasm walls. Mineha climbs back up the chasm and over the edge to safety. I hate events like that. It's like, well, if you just aren't psychic and know exactly what the writers were thinking is the logical thing to do, you just kind of can't succeed outside of sheer chance. I feel like I made logical decisions, but apparently I had to take shelter rather than assuming that my character was gerbil enough to take the circumstance. She didn't even get a wounded shoulder like it implied. That makes it even more ridiculous. Especially with how often those things do give you wounded shoulders or similar. Alright, let's go ahead to Kody and deal with this.
Certainly.
Well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know.
Hireling Payday, irrelevant.
Too vulnerable to cannons.
Is this the fellow? Yeah, Beralt. Greetings, Lady Chie. My name is Beralt. If you have the time, I have an urgent matter I'd like to discuss. Very well, let's hear it. You call for your allies and prepare to hear the petition. I have been tasked with meeting with representatives from the Fisher Crane tribe near Thanebog. It is my hope to come to peaceful terms. Unfortunately, I haven't had much practice with the Glanvithan language, and the Fisher Crane are by nature very reclusive. I fear that the circumstances are ripe for a misunderstanding. You yourself, I hear, have had some dealings with the Glanvithans, and I would welcome any assistance or advice you can offer. I mean, I think I'll send Haravius to escort you. That should be decent. Yeah. Oh, with whom will I be traveling? Haravius is a Glanvathan. His knowledge of the region should be helpful. Thank you, my lady. We'll set out right away. I like these little adventure thingies to give your non-team party members something to do is neat. And,
You walk your path, I'll walk mine.
have some stuff to pick up here. Constellation Cloak. Once per rest, we can stun in a beam. And 12 reflex. Swaddling Sheet. Recall Agony once per rest and Overwhelming Wave. I've seen both those. I think Grieving Mother knows both of those spells, or at least had the option to learn them. Right.
Welcome.
Sell some junk. Oh god, this is going to be a bit. Grimoire has a unique name, so I guess I'll hang on to it. It does feel like anything that has the unique name should have the, yellowish, tannish background unique color. Well, I mostly don't for some reason. Yeah, up to 50 grand with basically nothing left to spend it on, as far as I can tell. Certainly not in a quantity relevant enough to drain my coffers. Well, maybe the upgrading crafting components by here.
Gelade, well done.
Maybe those are like level based on my character, and so there'll be new stuff now that I'm a higher level than last time. And maybe I can get the Sky Dragon eyes that let me get superb. That would be nice.
Greetings.
Well, no Sky Dragon eyes. If they are leveled, it's, you know, lags behind the character level a bit, which is plausible.
Gelade, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore.
Oh my god, Peligida, you said that like 3 times over the past few minutes.
Good day, stranger.
No, this is just the trap one. I couldn't remember whether the Artificer was the trap one or the Craftsman was the trap one. They both sounded plausible. To waste a couple of load screens, unfortunately. It would be nice if they just made it so instead of having to enter the area and talk to a person, they just made like interacting with the door open up the shop interface like in Bravely Default.
You could fit a whole village.
Greetings.
Oh, does this guy just sell +1 items? Yeah, he just sells +1 items, or fine items, rather. Oh, that was a waste of time. As these load screens do seem to be getting longer and longer the further into the game I get, unfortunately.
Gelade. Old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Alright, so where are the bars? There's definitely one in Gilded Vale. We'll start there. Wonder if I could have completed this mini-quest ahead of time if I'd known that it existed and just been doing it, or if it waited until you got here before it starts counting. It certainly would have been a reasonably entertaining thing. Like, mini-objective to do as you're going through the game the first time, but not knowing it was a thing and having to come back for it is extremely tedious. I guess if I'd gone out of my way to make sure I got the Cap's other abilities early on, like I did with the belt, it wouldn't have been so bad. But the one being, like, get yourself critically hit 15 times is just, that is really hard to force to happen without wasting a very large amount of time on it. What am I doing here? Right, I want to buy booze. Six and 6. That should be enough. I doubt there's 12.
Yes.
Does it give me any indication of progress? It does not. Oh, also, I meant to switch her ring back. She was using the Ring of Deflection. It's, I think Maneha was using... Yes, Maneha was using that. And I did find those bracers of Deflection +9, which are plausibly an improvement for somebody. You have Dex, Accuracy. You're already using deflection 9. I don't know. Definitely somebody, but I'd need to...
Certainly.
I mean, in a perfect world... Oh. Did the game crash? No, okay, there we go. That was weird. Most cursor disappeared, like, before anything else started happening. It made it feel like something had crashed. But no, in a perfect world, to re-equip my characters, I'd, like, strip everyone down and restart equipping them from scratch to make sure all of my accessories are well done, but I just really don't feel like that. I want to say, I want to blame it on the fact that I'm recording it. I don't want to bore people, but that's not the real reason. The real reason I just don't want to fuck around with it. Not least of which is I always hate when I'm watching people play an RPG and they're like, oh, hold on, I'll just edit out all the menuing, and I'm sitting there thinking, like, but, like, it's an RPG. Menuing's half the game. It's what I'm watching for. I'm curious as to the decisions that you are making and why. This is why I try to talk through my decisions. Not always well, I'm sure. An exotic wares merchant has arrived at your keep. Ooh, that could be good. Alrighty. Good drink at the bar, and then... Let's see what that's about. Is this the only one here? There's a good argument I should check all of these shops again, too, now that I have money, because I'm sure some of them might have had something decent that I was like, oh, I should come back for this when I have money, and I just plain forgot to do so.
Hmm?
Alright, so that's that. There's one in Brackenbury. There's, I think, 2 on the docks, if it counts the one with the, in the lighthouse. Definitely not one in Heritage Hill, I don't believe. Unless something has changed since last time I was there.
Certainly.
I'll check some of these shops. Of course, they're all flooded with garbage I sold them now, so it's hard to see if they have anything interesting.
Hello.
Wizardry, ring of whatever. Light hatchet, ring of deflection and protection. I actually do want those. Definitely remember wanting those and them being too expensive. I don't know who I'm going to put them on, if anybody right away, but definitely something that it benefits me to have lying around. None of that is, yeah. You,
Hello.
Narmar. You got dragon meat and dragon eggs. Remember, one of the things that could have given me a decent chunk of resolve was those dragon eggs, but too late for that now. Suppose I could buy them just to make meals for before, like, the end boss or something, but I'll never remember to do that. It's got some unique stuff, but nothing I particularly want, it seems. Get some of those. Never want to run out of those, and I've used a few grapple hooks lately. I don't know if it was enough to matter. Or to be low on them, that is to say. Oh, there's a shop in the Admith's Den Exploration Hall, but I don't feel like going through another load screen for it. Alright, to Brackenbury.
Scenic marches and campfire feasts, like the good old days on the Valian front. You got any memories like that, Adair?
Well, let's see. Sometimes we'd march 2-3 days without sleep. Start seeing things that weren't there.
Nice thing about mercenary work is you can always quit.
Suppose so.
Hmm?
Alright. So now there's the two on the docks. Andra's Gift is called. And then there'll be at least one in Twin Elms, probably two. Don't really remember Twin Elms very well.
Certainly.
Spent a lot less time there, just 2 or 3 sessions. Was there one in First Fires? I don't think that there was, but I also think it would be a mistake to leave the city without at least popping in and looking at the map. Annoyingly, since that's 2 load screens for something that I think has about a 4% chance of actually having a bar in it. But I'd hate to go all the way to Twin Elms and have to immediately return for that. Let's do the Wailing Banshee first. I think the farther away went out of the way. It's weird how the footstep sound effect is going at full volume here, when characters talking doesn't. I don't know if that's always been the case with the footsteps. I hadn't noticed previously. They don't have positional audio.
Oh? Certainly.
I could just buy that dragon egg dish directly. I think that's for a comparable amount that the eggs themselves cost. I guess that's what they want you to sink your money into once you've bought everything that's actually important. Well, here's some very expensive consumables that are kind of okay. And if they worked like the resting bonuses, where they were until next rest, I probably would do so, but because they don't, or better still, for 3 rests. Dragon Eggs Omelet works for 3 rests or until you eat something else. Then I would use them. But for 50 turns, unless I know I'm going into a boss fight, it feels hard to bother with. Well, that's interesting. Can I get down there? Apparently I can. I must have clicked at just the right spot that the pathfinding had 2 different ways of very nearly equal duration. Neat. The benefits of going through old areas with higher mechanics, I guess. You find new stuff. Chie's inventory is completely full. Oh, yeah. I intentionally tried to move those directly into the stash, and it did not work. Still don't know what this is about. Felt important, so I saved it, but... Oh, I made one of the dragon meat dishes. That's neat. I didn't remember that. Chaos Orb. Oh, that sounds like a good trap. Sure. Clean up my inventory a tiny, tiny bit.
Oh?
That didn't finish the cap. I was partially hoping it would. I didn't think it would, because like I said, I think there's some bars in Twin Elms, but I was kind of thinking, like, maybe, just maybe, it didn't count the Lighthouse one. Like, what was I trying to say? That the amount of bars you had to drink in didn't include the Lighthouse one. Wasn't there a shopkeep up here that sells... I thought there was a shopkeep over here that sells crafting components. I think that might only be if you do, like, run into the right guy on your first time through here and have the right dialogue option with him. I don't think I did that this playthrough. I like this very sudden but vague memory of it. Maybe it's a different game that just... I don't know. Yeah, like, maybe it was just like, you have to drink in 4 bars, because there's, you know, one in the Twin Elms, and then they didn't count the Lighthouse, but then drinking in the Lighthouse, I was hoping, would increment the counter, but... or something like that. Obviously not the case, so I'm just rambling to fill time as I check maps and waste time on load screens. Back to Cade Nua to talk with that exotic wares seller, though. I don't want them to leave while I'm hunting for bars. I've got a lot of money. I'd love to find some exotic wares that I could buy that are good. More likely, I'll look through them all and be incredibly disappointed, assuming that's even how it works.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
Lord Seedruck left the stronghold. I think that was that slaver who I bought and then freed the slaves from. Good tidings, my lady. I am Azaro, famed merchant, purveyor of many valuable and, dare I say, rare objects. And so I would like to remain. I have an urgent matter to discuss with you, something you'll want resolved as quickly as I am certain. Alright, well, let's hear it. It's these bandits, my lord. The roads are absolutely crawling with them, and they have the local merchants in a fright. I'm having trouble filling my stock. My suppliers say the risk is too great. Nobody wants to hear that the fineries sent out for delivery have been stolen by unwashed brigands. If I have no goods to sell, I cannot make a living, nor can I offer you the many special items normally at my disposal. I mean, I'll certainly put an end to this. What is it you have planned? I mean, I don't mind spending the money, but I'd like to go back to the previous dialogue and send a companion with him instead. That seems like it would probably do the same thing, but I can't tell if on second thought perhaps not just leaves the dialogue altogether. Is saying, oh, on second thought, I won't help you. I was hoping... Yeah, I'll just give him the money, because I'm afraid... I think, like, 90% chance clicking this just goes back to the previous option menu. But in that 10% where I just lose access to potentially this as a shopkeeper, I'll just give him the money. My name is Worth in these parts. I'll personally ensure the delivery, and cover all losses that occur. That should allay any fears. Quite! A more generous offer than these suppliers have ever heard, I'll warrant. Thank you. I'll have more goods to offer you in short order, I'm sure of it. And Azaro leaves. Oh, dang it. And presumably he'll be back, but I was really hoping it would literally just be I'd go out to him, talk to him, and it would open up a shop interface. Oh well. Oh, while I'm here, let's get my perception bonus going for 3 rests. Oh, Dyrford Village. I'd forgotten that existed. There's definitely a bar there as well. Hireling payday. Well, before I do that, let's talk to this lady. I wonder if she sells... I mean, I know she sells crafting components, but maybe she is
Hail,
Sky Dragon Eyes. And Dina's removed some of her bandages. Her burns now look smooth, pink, and shiny with fresh ointment. Finally on the mend and back in business. Anything I can do, Chie? We've got a special discount just for you. What's wrong with the roads? A noise of disgust rattles from her throat. Brigands, looters, you name it. The gods may be hollowing out our babies, but it's grown folk that's rubbing out the rest of us. People are scrambling to Defiance Bay because they hear there's healthy births there, and all those refugees and abandoned homes attract desperate sorts like flies on dog shit.
Good day to you.
Alright, let's see your wares. Sure thing, but these prices are just for you. That'll just be garbage I sold her, I think. Same here. And here. But here should be stuff she has, maybe. No? Oh, okay. Yeah, she doesn't have anything I care about. That's a shame. Not surprising, though. Worth a check. And good to hear that she's apparently been able to take off some of her bandages. It's a kind of surprising development. I hadn't thought she'd have that progress. I guess probably I just needed to talk to her like once more. Or maybe I've already seen that and just plain didn't notice previously because I just assumed there'd be nothing new. Alright, that's my 6th beer in 6 different bars. It'll be ale now for the rest. It does say it can just be any alcohol, right? Drink a beverage, well, not even alcohol necessarily, just a beverage in every bar. Alright.
Certainly.
And, yeah, nothing of interest here, I'm sure. And to Twin Elms, which should hopefully be the last place, though there might be bars in a couple of the different maps, perhaps? Heading down might have been faster to leave the town, or even just east. But better to just pick a direction to move towards it than sit there analyzing which would be the fastest way over and over again. Right, to Hearthsong. An Idiran noblewoman arrived seeking employment. Ooh, +6 +0, eh? That's interesting. Guess that's better than the Vagabond Scald's +2 +0. Do I have any other +2 +0? No. Alright, bye-bye, Scald. Hello, noblewoman. Get my numbers up. I wonder if you could just travel back and forth somewhere, anywhere, to slowly, alright, Celestial Saplings of Art, to slowly get more guest workers, mercenaries, to get those numbers up earlier.
Oh?
There we go. And now it's done, and it gave me immune to charm and domination. That's pretty good.
Certainly.
Don't really know what I'm running around looking for. Alright, back to Durgan's battery. Or was there anything... Wait. I do want to go back there, but, yeah, let's head to Kady first, just because it's going to take 2 days to get back there, and I think there's a chance maybe that merchant guy that we helped will pop up and do something before then. This takes about a day and a half. Takes another day or so to get to Durgan's battery from here. Anything happen?
lad.
Nope, I was wrong.
Well done. A formidable fortress in the
No.
old style.
See
We
if
don't
resting.
build them like this anymore, you know.
I
Not
think-
by the sea.
No.
Too vulnerable to cannons.
Alright, I give up. Back to the White March and to Durgan's battery. If the merchant shows up as soon as I get there, I'm going to be really annoyed. Especially if he shows up and it's like, he shows up, he's leaving again in 2 days. But that turns out it happened 6 hours after I left, which means I can't get back in time. Hireling payday. Costs a lot more than it used to. It's actually starting to eat into my money now. 2 grand. I guess that's the downside to sitting there waiting over and over again. In the hopes of progressing it. I wanna do this, just because it... Mostly because it feels more like balanced, rather than because I think it's the better arrangement. I mean, I want Canna out front, too. I don't know why he's back here. How could I arrange these? Ugh. Do it on this one. I haven't been using this one as much. So I don't mind that. I'm just going to do that. Yeah. Oh, hello, Terragare. Hello there. Always good to see more kith on the road. You can relax for the time being. Ingot here will let me know if any ogres come upon us. Ought to be heading down the mountain soon, but I've still got some supplies if you need anything. Uh-oh, sure, let's start with seeing what you got for sale. Exceptional battle axe and large shield. Some exceptional armor and some unenchanted clothes. Hoods, a couple of potions I don't care about. And nothing of interest. That's a shame. Know anything about the bandits in the area? Sure do. Most of the caravans have to take the one road down into the pass. A group of bandits set up shop just north of here, before the bend. They'll just take a toll on good days, your head on most others. I keep clear of them myself, and they don't usually come down the mountain. Know anyone named Galvino? I think everyone knows Galvino. He has a cabin a little ways north of here. You'll want to follow the road a ways and then head to the trees. Don't go too far north, though. I got bandits crawling all over the road into the pass. Alright, who are you? Name's Terragir. I come up to Stalwart sometimes to trade. Nothing fancy. Like a Durgan has, just supplies, ingredients. Came out here to get some fresh air after the raid. Never been much of one for towns. Alright, which way to Durgan's battery? You're one of those, huh? Just follow the road north, then west across the bridge. You'll know it when you see it. Have a care. Langafaith have moved into the area not long ago, and they've already made short work of a few caravans. Alright, farewell. Always disappointing to have a shopkeeper that has nothing even vaguely interesting. Oh, this might be the cabin of Galvino.
Eyes open.
It's done.
Alright, a couple of traps and some nothingnesses.
Now here's something.
Misshapen construct, flesh construct. Interesting. Oh, I
Yes.
was hoping to wait for them to go away so I could go disable that trap, though it being on a container, that's not really necessary, so I don't know why I was bothering. I don't want to go much further than a field than this, though, in case there's more floor traps. Was not expecting those things to have ranged attacks.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Following your lead.
Oh, they're all vessels.
Wayfair, Sailmace, Maytu.
Lead the way.
No way she's killing anyone. What?
Just like
attack.
old time.
I'm ready.
Yes? Let's end this!
Oof. Did not think a hit for 94 would fail to kill it.
Spot on.
Hey. Francis!
I'm here.
I really didn't think she'd fail to kill it when it was already at near death there.
Nowhere. Let's get a good shot with this.
Following your lead. Let's end this!
Hurt forward a bit so that we'll spot some traps if they exist. Unless they're really, really well hidden. She should be able to spot most traps without needing to go into detect mode.
Tell me.
I'm ready. Permet kong swolias. I'm here. After him, Isma.
Oh, these things are durable.
Yes.
Following your lead. For Takoa!
111, nice.
Tell me.
Ooh, she killed 2 with one attack. I doubt that means it's going to give her 3 turns in a row, though.
Lead the way.
Oh, no. Her killing 2 with one attack is... Oh, there it goes. It seems to have glitched the game and wouldn't let me end turn, and then it suddenly did, and she did indeed get a 3rd turn in a row. That was weird. I'm glad it
You're not
didn't fully soft lock, but it certainly felt like it was going to for a second there. That was worrying. Good lord. I wish I could just trust the game wouldn't soft lock on me.
Following your lead. For Takoa!
Hey. Francis!
I'm ready. Vi aches vos con verano.
Silence surrounds me.
Gelatinous green film has congealed along the bottom of this shattered machine. These crates hold innumerable discarded mechanical hinges, faceplates, and limbs. which path to take.
Oh.
Unstable constructs.
Spot on!
Following your lead. Wait, for Takoa!
Oh, nice shot.
Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow
Oh,
for
these
this.
things have no health.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Subject roster. This paper contains a loose list of apparent personages separated by dates. Godondag, Longwatch Falls bandit. Mexwinsdag, Imprima, some smuggler. Volksdag, murderer. Nice hair. Ritlingsdag, idiot who tried to knife me. Under the list is a note in a different hand. Deveris devil, just give me the numbers. All right.
Now here's something.
I really wish when it said hidden object discovered, it like, I don't know, should it be exclamation mark over top of wherever or something? It's usually obvious, but every once in a while, oh, it's that. Okay. Every once in a while, it's not obvious right away, and it's always concerning. Help me, miss, help me, like I said? Huh. I don't suppose I can save killing him for last, will make something happen? I'll try, it's the only thing I can think of.
Yes? Wait, Sailmace, for Takoa!
Ready, Watcher. My bow's ready.
Tell me.
I'm ready.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Just like old times.
Oh, that's a shame. There we go.
Yes? For Takoa!
Ready, Watcher. After him, Isma. I'm ready. Permet Kong Swolias.
Alright, that does not appear to have done anything, and I don't know how else I could help this construct, so.
Verathis!
Yes? For Takoa!
I'm ready. Permet Kong Swolias. Ready, Watcher. Got an arrow for this one.
Oh, I can't reach.
I'll see what's ahead.
And these things drop copper and Adra, which makes me think this area might be related to that sword. Viscous green liquid seeps from a crack in the glass tank. It exudes a strong chemical odor that is almost painful to inhale. There's no way I can sneak forward and disable that, so see if I can pull some of these back or something.
Oh?
Hey.
That should be enough.
Wait, Sailmace, mate. Your tail ends here!
Sure do love to hurt Canna.
Spot on!
Tell me. Just like old times.
I'm ready. For the Republic!
Oops, wrong button. Not really necessary, but oh well.
on!
Tell me.
Ready. After him, Eastlock.
Hey. Paralysis!
Following your lead. Let's end this!
Oh. Lead the way.
Ready, Watcher.
I'm worried moving any other melee character in there will accidentally hit that trap. Just because of the weird angle. I thought that
I'm
would
here.
kill.
Hmm?
Yes.
Be cautious. Be constant.
Oh, yeah.
I shall make it so. It's done.
Oh, a non-hostile broken construct. Ha! Your money or your life, friend. A tinny voice rises from within the chest of this headless machine. From time to time, a burst of sparks accompanies the rattling of its innards. Excuse me? Get a little lost, did we? The toll on these roads, 500 copper, or you'll have a new set of nostrils to breathe out of. The construct's arms twitch, spasmodically as it's at its sides. I could give it the money. That's funny. Kind of want to see what happens, but first we'll start with, but you're a construct? What? Is that some kind of insult? I'll show you a concept if you don't hand over your money. Give it 500. Really? Well, that is of course. I thought you might see reason. Give it here, and then you be on your way. The construct raises the battered stump of an arm towards you, reaching for its prize, only to scatter the coins to the floor when it reels away again. Tell everyone you meet. Alrin Razorfingers is true to her word. The construct gives a gleeful, rattly laugh, tottering to the back of the cell. Can I recover the money from the ground? Grants Ray of Pain when hit by a critical hit once per encounter. So it creates a beam to whomever hits you that deals crush damage, though not very much of it by the sounds of things. Can't see myself using that.
What have we here?
Don't know why I can't pick up the money off the ground. I doubt the construct would understand the concept based on what we just saw there. Doesn't seem to notice that it dropped it even, so... Already in range for them to see us. Let's get a slightly better position. Oh, that's quite a few of them.
Machine, will you repeat all I say? Say.
Say.
Spot on!
Nice.
Selmes metu. Your tale ends here.
Ready, Watcher.
Get on! Lead the way.
I'm ready. Your aim could use some improvement.
Oh my, that thing looked like it was trying to cast a fireball. Don't want that.
Yes.
Oh, I see. It's a self-destruct.
Spot on!
Well, that is definitely something that's, like, a lot better to deal with in a turn-based mode than real-time with pause.
Tell me.
Just like old times.
Yeah.
Hey.
Following your
Okay.
For Takoa!
That's all of them, right? Yeah.
I'm here.
Oh, no, there's one more. That's all of them. Yeah. Hey, Nanook survived, just barely.
Lead the way.
Postinago Brudo! Be more careful! Freros! Ceres!
Varanthus!
Following your lead. Your tale ends here!
My bow's ready.
Viaces vox converano!
Hey. Varanthus!
Yes? Your tale ends here!
Uh-huh.
Ah! Finish them!
Ready, Watcher. After an Ichimak.
Hey, you're not getting through me.
Alright.
Slow and silent.
Subject Bale's here. She has outdone herself with this one, Baleseer. A common robber with some natural talent for cipher abilities. It has gone to his head. The Bazo believes he is the next Antonino. I think. In any case, the world would be well rid of him. Still, he has yielded promising results. His mind is almost perfectly intact. I might even have been able to determine whether there is merit in his delusions about his soul lineage. But I made the foolish mistake of leaving the man's pistol in my work table. His essence is bound to the weapon, rather than the body I undertook to build for him. Even bodiless, the fool seeks to trouble me. I have sealed him within one of the tanks. I will have to proof the machine against the free-roaming experiments while I think of a solution. Until then, I suppose I must endure the company while I work. You accidentally imprisoned a man's soul in his own pistol?
What have we here?
Tufts of hair are still stuck to the metal slats of this helmet. You spy dark smudges along the edges of the manacles. You hear a short series of clicks from around the corner. You hear a faint, reedy voice singing tunelessly.
I am free. Galvino, I will eat your heart, old man.
Yeah, he's not around, dude.
Selmes metu. For Takoa!
Ooh, swing and a miss.
I'm here.
85 versus 96.
Let's get a good shot with this. Oh? I'm here.
Let's try that again.
Oh, I appear to have freed the soul from the pistol. Hellstroke, the unique pistol. Let's see, +4 accuracy. No, it's fine. It grants ambushing, the passive. What's this? Self, plus 25% damage, like it's just always? Or while, like... Is this like a sneak attack thing? That is really not well explained. I'm guessing it's a sneak attack thing. If it's just, hey, you just get plus 25% damage while you have this pistol equipped, then it's like based on how this looks, you should put this on your mages so that all their spells do plus 25% damage. Don't know if it works that way. My guess would be that it does not, but... So many bloody traps. I wish they automatically went to the stash. Though that would be bad if you actually used them. Despite my efforts, I never really have oh, right, that also reminds me. I can do that. Move this there.
Be cautious.
Okay.
Be constant.
Is there a door over here? Yeah, we didn't go through that. Burning flesh, unstable.
Hey. This thing isn't doing its job.
Nice.
Wait, sail me. For Takoa!
Oh, that was a lot more than I thought it would be. I didn't think I was close enough for that to hit the group up here, and I really didn't think it would do over 131 damage to Kana. Oof.
I'm here.
I'm ready.
Well, I think we're getting some injuries, yeah.
Got your back.
A lot of them. Guess we're resting.
Spot on. Lead the way.
Got an arrow for this one. I'm ready.
Oh?
Let us end this.
Hey.
This thing has a lot of health. 294? It feels like more than that.
Lead the way. Just like old times.
For the Republics! Ready, Watcher. My bow's ready.
Get rid of those injuries. Azrael leaves the stronghold. It said he did immediately after I finished talking with him, but alright.
Now here's something.
More constructs.
Hey.
Following your lead.
Ready, Watcher.
Lead the way.
Thought there was only one. That's annoying.
This is getting nowhere.
I'm ready.
Well, this one's gonna get me.
Following your lead. Way sail miss Fortune!
Spot on.
Got an arrow for this one.
I'm ready.
Thought more damage was done. Oh well.
Freros, Ceres!
An annoying enemy, those little exploding guys. They have just enough health that it's hard to knock them out before they can do anything.
Slowly now.
And then again, I use, no real casters. I suppose if I was using wizards, I'd be able to cast slowing or
Now here's some.
tethering effects on them. Another chaotic orb trap. Toss that on my hotbar just gets that way. That'll stack. This is really weirdly laid out.
Yes.
Hey,
Following your lead. Wait, your tail ends here!
I shouldn't reach right
I'm
now.
here.
Maybe a bit tricky to kill it in time, but we'll try.
I'm here. Just like old times.
I'm ready.
Postinago Brudo! Be more careful.
Okay, more of them. Several more of them. I don't know why I did that. I should have targeted that one. Oh well.
Let's try something else.
Well, at least we stunned one of them.
Your aim could use some improvement.
Now all three of them will mount them too, but they're all going to get turned before I can do anything, so they're going to blow up half my team again, I think, almost regardless of what I attempt to do here. Unless they just get bad rolls.
Tell me.
Oh, that one got bad rolls. It barely did anything.
Just like old times.
Let's end this!
Ready, Watcher.
Oh, that one got good rolls.
Yes.
some improvement.
Hey.
I'm here.
Your tale ends here!
Ready, Watcher. My bow's ready.
Oh? Whew, good thing
Really
I sold most
annoying
of my jewelry.
dungeon so far. Crumpled experimental notes. This crumpled piece of parchment was found jammed inside the faceplate of a construct. My efforts to instill even a child's intelligence in these creations have all failed. Most cannot hold a quill, much less set thoughts to paper. I believed for some time that Subject 63 might have had a breakthrough during its lessons, but I discovered that it has simply been repeating my words without comprehension. These were not enlightened characters while they were in their original skins. Perhaps their essence lacks a fundamental capacity for learning. I have put them to the test in more martial arts, but here too they falter without the benefit of true sentience. The devil, of course, delights in mocking them. It is like boasting of besting children at combat. If I only had my old machines. Okay. Not entirely piecing together what on earth that's all about, but clearly someone trying to imbue consciousness. Whoops, picked up, I think it was just a exceptional rapier, but it was a magical weapon. I should have looked at it.
Slowly now.
Oh, I was expecting that to open that door. This platter has gone entirely untouched, leaving the tantalizing meal to the flies. This hastily written entry is dotted with blots of ink. I refuse to continue wasting my time with these stitchwork grotesqueries. What work is spent in grinding the rotting corpse of the feeblest spark of life is later tripled in repairs. Surely they come apart at the seams. The sight of them in the corridors has come to disgust me. They hold nothing of the subject's vitality, intelligence, coordination, only a brute obedience. Flesh has too gentle a grasp upon the essence, that much is clear. Little wonder the fools at Brackenbury were willing to pawn these sorry specimens off so cheaply. Malediccio, the stench. I don't want to have to fight through a doorway. Doorways suck.
Yes.
Intruder.
Yep. An intruder, alright.
Hey.
Excellent. Excellent.
Selmes metu.
Uh-huh.
Thank God she can leap around and be useful here. So at least somebody can.
I'm ready.
Oh, I really didn't think that Animat was going to block her ability to move down there a little bit. That is upsetting.
Your aim could use some improvement.
Just wanted it to go soak up one of these constructs. Exploding.
Yes? Let's end this!
God, I hate traps so much.
For Takoa!
That just one-shot Nanook? It did. Fucking hell, that's stupid.
I'm here.
At least these unstable constructs blowing up hurts their allies that fucking traps don't. You know, that makes absolutely no sense.
Freros, seres!
Just like old times. Oh.
Let us end this! Border republics!
I'm here. My bow's ready.
Following your lead. For Takoa!
Hey.
Yes.
Be more careful. Just like old times.
My bow's ready.
Following your lead. Your tail ends here!
Hey. Varathis!
Oh, whoops. Need to pull that off that other enemy, but... No.
Lead the way.
Go.
Uh-huh.
Border republics!
Varathis!
I guess the only person that was injured was Nanook, which is still not ideal, but I don't think need to rest over it. That was just so annoying. I hate traps.
Shh.
Can is getting quite low in actual health, so I'll do one more fight at
What
least.
have we here?
Hey.
Selmes metu. Let's end this!
Ooh, nice shot.
Ready, Watcher.
I'm here.
I can't really move forward, because I don't know if there's more traps.
Oh?
Yeah, that probably isn't, or Chie would have found them. Hard to be sure, though.
Your tail ends here!
Ready, Watcher. I'm ready.
I'm here.
Hey.
Oh?
Let us end this!
Tell me. Just like old times.
Let's end this!
I'm ready. Permet consuelias.
My bow's ready.
Finish them!
Hey. Leave it to me!
I'm here.
Yes.
This hulking contraption hums with power. Approaching within a few feet, it's a peculiar buzzing in your teeth. Was that? In your teeth.
To whispers and shadows. Now here's something.
Alright, more traps, not as irritating when they're not in combat, so you can actually use the scouting mode.
Hello? Hello?
Now here's something.
Mantle of the Dying Boar. Plus 10 endurance, while endurance is below 33% per one turn. Plus 12 will while endurance is below. Okay, so when you're below a 33%, you have plus 12 will and regenerate 12 or 10 endurance per turn. Not bad, but
it's done.
Not fantastic since it's 30. If it was below 50%, maybe. Scattered pile of mechanical finger joints lies strewn across this desk. Arranged from top to bottom, these boxes boast increasingly intricate locks. A few broken lockpicks lie discarded on the shelves.
I can get it to spill its secrets.
More lockpicks. Just lots of lockpicks. Okay. That was it. Skipped that little room over there, and it just involved me having to run all the way back there for a bunch of lockpicks. Alright, well, hopefully one of the keys I've found is for this. It is. Okay, good. I'll rest, because this could easily be a boss fight of some sort. Alright. An elderly man hunches over a cluttered desk in the back of the workshop. His flesh is pulled tightly around a thin, fragile-looking bones, except those around his neck where it hangs in loose wattles. He turns as you enter, a scowl already chiseled into his lined face.
Back again? I told you.
He hesitates, squinting at you from behind smudged and dusty spectacles.
Of course, a fresh fool to replace the last fools. What brings you stomping through my workshop, eh?
He draws his words out, looking you up and down. A sneer creeps across his face. I've got questions about Durgan's battery and the White Forge.
Straight to business, no nonsense. We appreciate that, don't we?
He turns to the bronze golem over his shoulder.
Anything for a breather from your endless yammering.
The voice echoes from within the golem.
You would miss me if I were gone, Aimura. For who would tolerate your barbs and insults?
I wait, saying nothing.
But you come seeking the White Forge, like they all do. Boys with smooth cheeks and wild dreams. Girls with bright ribbons tied next to their scabbards.
His voice rises and falls with a sing-song of mockery.
Old men and women, too, seeking a final blaze of glory before they're snuffed out for another turn at the wheel. Sound familiar?
His smile is rigid as he looks at you, then the corner of his eye twitches. That's a lot of bitterness. Maybe I should ask you the same thing.
Save your breath.
He hawks a wad of phlegm from the back of his throat and spits into the corner.
I have this conversation with every pig-headed swashbuckler those Postenagos and stalwarts send here. Go see Galvino, they say. Surely he'll help you.
Must have slipped their minds what a busy and important fellow you are.
In the silence that follows, the temperature in the room seems to drop. Galvino glares at her.
I should have let them stone you. Would have silenced your endless rattling forever.
The hanging folds of skin beneath his neck tremble.
Then you'd have naught but those frostbitten inbreds for company.
Focus, please. Aldrich said you could help me.
Ah, the only one young enough to have any sense. And since his mother runs that town now, who am I to argue?
He laughs bitterly.
The villagers and their adventurers hammer and pry at the battery as if they were laying siege to some moldering lord's keep.
He swats the air in front of his face.
But those stones were laid by some of the finest builders ever to have lived, disciples of Abidan in the truest sense. They will not fall by the whims of any kith. And the door itself, it is infused with living essence.
He holds his hands before him, and his eyes are wide with wonder. Get to the point already. His cheeks wither and wrinkle like crepe paper as he scowls.
The Pargrunen of Durgan's battery perished within their own keep, victims of a violent disagreement among their own commandants.
His mouth twists into a wicked grin.
Surely in the village you have heard stories, no? Disappearing caravans, tracks in the snow, screams from the high towers.
He pauses, watching your expression with a raconteur's glee. Well, go on. I like this story so far.
The work of spirits still trapped in the battery, and a testament to those impenetrable walls.
He raps on the mortared stone of his own home.
But the door of the keep, the one the Pargrunen filled with essence, it was made to listen, to recognize its masters.
So I need the door to recognize me?
Traditional Optapo cultures revolved around language. Words revealed who they were and where they were from.
An interesting tradition. I could start introducing everyone in verse.
That is why you need a Kantek.
He holds up a twitching finger. What's a Kantek?
Some liken it to a poem, others to an anthem. In reality, it is more than either.
He holds one hand out, turning it this way and that in a balancing motion.
A Kantek is a statement of purpose, a declaration of identity. Each is unique to its stronghold. Thus, to enter a fortress like Durgan's battery, you would stand at the gate and recite its Kantek.
He spreads his arms, his face aglow. Okay, so where would I learn this Kantek?
To learn the Kantek, you must speak with one of the dwarves of Durgan's battery. A shame they are all dead, no?
He rubs his hands together, pacing.
But no doubt their souls live on in one or two of the villagers of Stalwart. Like fine wine poured into a cheap pot.
Derision curls his lips.
But to identify them, that is the first problem. You would need the skills of an animancer.
Well, even better, I'm a watcher. The golem swivels her head sharply towards you. Her mask of a face and the glass eyes behind it betray no emotion, but it seems as if she's watching you carefully.
A watcher? Diverus? If this is true, then you could find a sole descendant from Durgan's battery, no question. But the greater difficulty remains.
Galvino rubs his gaunt, whiskered cheeks.
You would have to learn the Kantek from the dormant soul. And to do that, you would have to awaken it.
But this awakening would be permanent, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes. Whoever you awaken will live with the memories and the personality of a past life. Maybe peacefully, maybe not.
His bony shoulders rise in a shrug.
That is why you must pay attention to the soul you would awaken, no?
This guy's got a real knack for understatement.
It is a monumental thing to impose on another, but These are the very people who wish to rediscover the White Forge, Verus?
He removes his spectacles and polishes the dirty lenses with his tunic. Okay, so the Cantech is all I need.
Who can say? None have yet opened Durgan's battery.
Galvino raises his hands, palms up.
But the ones that came before you, I think they got close. You may wish to find them and see what they discovered.
I guess I found what's left of them, a journal and a tile.
Most interesting.
He adjusts his spectacles as he peers at the tile.
They spent many days at the battery door. This looks like something that once belonged there.
He taps the tile. Okay, so I awaken someone. How would I do that?
An awakening is merely the jolting of a dormant soul into consciousness.
He makes a bursting motion with his hands, splaying his fingers wide.
When such things happen normally, it is because something has reminded the subject of a past life, often violently so.
He smacks his workbench with surprising vigor.
Thus, to awaken one of the former dwarves of Durgan's battery, you will need to address that soul, and preferably by name.
He folds his hands together, steepling his fingers.
But show some care. When you examine these souls, whatever it is you watchers do, you may see images, memories.
He leans forward, his back hunched.
These are moments of special import. What you see will tell you much about the person, and perhaps the condition in which they awaken.
He raises his hoary eyebrows and tilts his head back.
Awaken them from a traumatic memory, and who knows? Maybe they awaken thirsty for blood. Or maybe you awaken someone else.
He cackles again.
Here, this has been tuned to the Aeon of Durgan's battery. Use it near the villagers, and it should tell you if one has a soul old enough to have come from the battery.
He rummages around and produces an unfamiliar device. I see. Thank you for your help.
You have much work ahead of you, as do I.
He nods and turns back to his desk.
I'm going with her.
The golem looks between you, her neck turning on its oiled joint.
You? Go to Stalwart? Is this your macabre sense of humor, or has something gone to rust in that beautiful head I crafted?
Galvino stares at her, agape.
No one will bother me while I'm with her. Besides, I can help her find people in Stalwart.
The golem's burnished face is eerily impassive.
You haven't been to Stalwart in 13 years. And this watcher sees souls. What help could you be? Besides, I have need of you here. You owe whatever remains of your wicked life to me.
A frown sours on his lips as he taps his chest with a crooked finger. The golem says nothing, but her essence smolders. Resentment rises from her in shimmering waves. She swivels her head to look at you. What's the story?
This charming specimen is a convicted murderer. The Devil of Carrick, she's called.
Mighty fine of you to start with my good qualities, and you wonder why we don't get more visitors.
Killed over a dozen people before they finally caught up to her in Stalwart. Perfect company for lonely camps and mountain passes, no?
He nudges you, all the while grinning wickedly at the motionless golem. I mean, might depend on why she killed them. My character has probably killed upwards of several hundred people at this point, maybe even into the thousands.
Hey, I know how to start a campfire.
The only reason she's not a frozen corpse is because I convinced the old mayor to let me try an experiment.
A shadow passes over his face. Aren't you afraid she'll murder you?
She may be mad, but she's no fool. She wouldn't survive long on her own. If the villagers didn't send a hunting party after her, the elements would claim her. Her joints and mechanisms require maintenance, and she cannot perform all of it herself.
See, he's reminding me, in case I get any bright ideas.
Why did you build her?
Why build a fortress, or a village, or anything? To make something that keeps, that...
A disgusted sigh rattles in his throat.
It was the early days of the Legacy. My peers in the colleges of Animancy were filling the Hollowborn with the souls of animals.
He pauses, scratching his chin.
I thought there was a better way.
He is silent for several seconds, his gaze growing distant.
One with a Plum Academy job back in Salona? Don't forget that part.
He glares at her with narrowed eyes. So it's one of those fights about who cleans the spears that's not really about the spears. Well, I mean, I feel like he's already answered why she's called the Devil of Karok. And obviously, he put a person's soul into a metal body. Why would I ask either of those? Okay, so that's all I wanted to know.
She's a fine specimen, her personality notwithstanding.
And so far, her personality seems superior to yours, friend. He waves one hand in a circular motion. The golem says nothing, but her essence smolders. Resentment rises from her in shimmering waves. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd like her to travel with me.
Quay? No. You don't know what you ask.
He shakes his head, waving his hands.
This woman, the Devil of Karok, she was a notorious murderer, burned people alive all over the region. Besides, she works for me. After all, I am the one who preserved her.
He straightens his back and looks you up and down, taking your measure. See, I would like to say something along the lines of, she appears to be a sentient being. If she wants to come with me, then she's coming with me. She's not your slave, but I don't appear to have that option. I'll pay you.
She's a valuable assistant, and one I've worked hard to create. I must see payment for her services. I'm sure you understand.
I honestly would have surprised. I'm surprised it's only 700. I was expecting somewhere on the order of 10 to 15,000. Here's your pocket change.
Fine price for a blacksmith striker. Suppose I should be flattered.
And there you have it, a bargain.
Oh, recruit Zahua and the Devil of Karok as companions. I'm not sure why that was an achievement when Maneha was one all on her own. Oh, I guess maybe that means Maneha's from one of the expansions and these two are from the other one. That makes sense. I do want to try her out. What is she? She's a rogue. Oh, there is a rogue in this game. I like rogues in theory. Kind of want to get rid of Pelagina, but she and Kana are my only healing, and neither of them are great at it, so it does kind of feel like I need two. I like Sagani, but she does feel like she's the least useful most of the time. So let's do that for now. See how that goes. Wish I could have checked her inventory first. Oh well. And there you have it. A bargain. He gives you a sardonic grin.
A moment. You are going back to Stalwart, yes? Perhaps you could do me a favor.
Galvino gives you a thoughtful frown. Tell me about this favor.
There is a man in the village named Grinda, the head fisherman. The rest of Stalwart kisses his feet because he fills their stinking blades with speckleback. But I know he's not as virtuous as he seems.
His face crinkles in vicious glee. Seems you have a history with Grinda.
That self-righteous meddler engineered my eviction from the village. He turned them all against me.
Okay.
Now I want him to feel the scorn of those mush-brained imbeciles.
What exactly do you want me to do with him?
Humiliate him, of course. Show his neighbors what he truly is, and let him live with the disgrace.
He points vaguely in the direction of the village, his thin arms trembling.
He's always been a ripple sponge addict. Just got good at hiding it once his sainted sister died and left him in charge of the fishery. But he keeps a stash in the fishery, sneaks in at night when the others have gone home, and emerges sluggish and red-eyed a few hours later. I want you to expose him. Go to the fishery after dark when it's empty, find his ripple sponge, and show it to Renengild.
I see.
Do not answer me now, but when you return to that festering eyesore and smell the stink of fish that hangs in the air, consider what I've said.
This guy really seems like an asshole.
Besides, you appreciate a good joke, don't you? The Verus, this will be a great one. But be sure to approach the fishery by night, when it's empty. They will give you no end of trouble if they see you stealing during the day.
What were those constructs I encountered in your workshop?
Other projects, they are none of your concern.
He waves a hand and looks quickly away from you. He's not concerned at all with the fact that I smashed up, I don't know, must be 40 or 50 of his projects. Alright, never mind. Oh no, you seem pretty eager to change the subject. He mutters furiously under his breath, raising his hands to the ceiling.
For years I've been trying to create another like the Devil of Carrick. Yet those post-Enacos in Starward destroyed my machinery.
Oh, his drooping skin trembles in his rage. Oh, that's probably what the fisherman was responsible for.
Now, I can only create these broken, mindless things. The devil remains my most perfect creation.
His lips twist with the taste of something bitter. Why do you need more golems?
I can't present the Devil of Carrick to the academies, can I? A mad woman and a murderer? No. I need to bring a success to the republics.
He rubs his hands together, frowning. I mean, we know where he got the souls. We found notes that detailed him, well, what sounds like him more or less kidnapping random folk. Well, having the Devil of Carrick kidnap random folks, mostly bandits and the like. So, I've heard enough. Alright, he is already lost in thought, his eyes twitching at some mental calculation. Farewell.
Keeping an eye out.
Apparently he didn't like me taking that, even though the stealing icon didn't come up. So I will stop looting this area, I guess. Axes collected, nothing else interesting. Alright. First level rogue, she is an advanced construct. Does she have a living machine? She is immune to poison, disease, can't use food, drinks, or drugs. Immune to sickened, unconscious, dominant to charms, confused, and she gets bonus to might con. That's fantastic. Why can't I play as a living construct? Which is good stealth and mechanics. That's kind of funny. Decent perception. I mean, just kind of mediocre stats. In fact, by the looks of it, I think she might have fewer stats than your average character. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to add it all up, and I'm not going to bother. But it looks low. She's certainly not going to use a fine spear. Uses 100 per encounter. I wonder what that means. I want to equip her and load her out and the like, but I would like / prefer to do it. Oh, interesting. So she's stuck using heavy armor at all times. That's rough. Where I can access my stash. Is this an exit? No, that's not. Okay, so the only exit is this ladder. Wait. Whirling agent made of copper, Audra stone. Awaken first your essence. So does that mean I have to awaken someone and with the Devil of Carrock in my party, and then that'll be the next level for the Grey Sleeper? That actually kind of fits the poem, though it seems like a ridiculous requirement for it.
Hey
Oh.
there. You were a military man. Ever consider making a career of it?
I did for a while. Then I heard you could make money shoveling pig shit, and thought that sounded better.
Well, at least it would get you out of the deerwood.
Okay, wow. Looks like I'm not going to be able to access the stash anywhere. I need to figure out how I'm building the Devil of Karok, though. Combusting wounds on hit or crit. Oh, that's that staff. Wizard, Druid, Monk. Oh, I can't even put things in the stash from... Should be able to do that at least. Alright. Maybe this rapier that I got? That does sound neat to just steal buffs. And attack speed. The attack speed especially, since that would go well with the fact that she's forced to use that armor that slows her. Well, I was thinking it might make sense to make her a ranged attacker, since... You know, I'm not, I booted Sagani for her. Could just do that. A scepter. Got the double damage types that I always enjoy, and it's got the bonus attack speed. It's an odd thing to make a rogue based on scepters, but I don't think it's a bad thing. Also, scepters are noble, which means she would be able to use that rapier when she chooses to go into melee. That would be interesting. Could go with blunderbusses. Well, it's not a terrible idea either. Okay, I can send them the stash. I just have to do it that way. That's weird. Warbow. It's confuse on crits and bonus crit damage multiplier. Giant staff. I did upgrade that a bunch when I was planning to have mana use it. Not sure it's a terrible idea to go with a rogue using Durant's staff. She'd get big sneak attacks using a two-handed weapon, and she'd have reach, which is nice. You do like reach, and I don't have anyone using a reach weapon. Still always a shame. I would love to just toss this on her and be like, yeah, okay, just use the greenstone staff. That Nature's Mark on crit could be neat, but no, it can only be wizards, druids, or monks. Well. It's either going to be weapon focus noble or weapon focus peasant for Durance's staff. I can't decide which. Alright, gonna be noble. I like the stars on the hilt of that rapier. Dramatically increases damage done from stealth or invisibility. Yeah, that's... I was gonna say that never happened, but like that will be the first turns of combat a lot. I very frequently enter it in stealth, so maybe. But first we've chosen weapon focus noble. Let's just do that. Lock it in. Oh, she wants 1 point in athletics and survival. Everything else will be stealth. Yeah, having escape will be nice. For positioning, in case she chooses to do melee, I'm not going to pick anything that really forces her into melee or ranged. That way I can kind of choose either. Rarely turn invisible. Could be nice, especially if I do to get backstab, which I probably will. Although, 2 weapon style is just bonus attack speed, which would again help ameliorate the issue she has with her carapace. And I do have that other rapier that gives +1 engagement somewhere I could give her. It's not a terrible idea. That would push her out of ranged weapons. For now, I'll just grab backstab. It's a shame that you have to, level her up all at once like this. It'd be nice if I could have an opportunity to have played with her from the early game. I guess if I'd come to the expansion, I could have picked up all of the companions fairly early on, I think, maybe. No. Still would have had to do the whole thing where you get to the point where Defiance Bay goes into rebellion, I think. And that's fairly late. Riposte, you counterattack if an enemy misses or grazes you. I always thought this would be really cool to make a build around Riposte if it's possible, but definitely not something you'd want to do with a side character. You'd need to build a character from the ground up with it, I think. Even then, I don't think it would actually be good. It would just be neat. Expertise in the art of pain leads all slash, pierce, and crush damage caused by the rogue to also do raw damage over time. Absolutely. Just grab Superior Deflection. Let's see, incoming grazes converted to misses, incoming hits converted to grazes for reflex attacks. Whenever the rogue is contributing to flanked, it isn't also distracted, which apparently I'm not allowed to look at even though it's highlighted. Great. Dice per rest, never use those. Just 10% crits to hit, or hits to crits is good. I'm gonna go with the distracted, I guess. Don't really know what it does, but solid. Oh, what's this one? Twice per encounter, the rogue instantly switches position with one nearby target, canceling the engagement if in effect. Automatic on an ally, otherwise it's a hit versus reflex. Only 4 meters. If that was like 10 meters, sure, but persistent distraction. Yeah, now I find myself in that really awkward position where I'm like, I don't want to pick anything that forces me into melee or ranged, but like, if I'm going to go ranged, I should grab marksman, and if I'm going to go melee, I should grab 2-weapon. That's not bad. And the idea of that, like, if that happens before the crit damage multiplication, that's really good. Only taking 3 extra damage to increase by first 25%, then another 50% if it's a crit, or if it's a sneak attack. And if it's using that invisibility / stealth version of the sneak attack by like 150 or whatever it is. That would very much marry me into the idea of using the ranged weapons, though. I think I'm going to. I'm going to use... Yeah, I can always respec her back to melee if I don't like it. I'm going to... It's annoying because she doesn't have the ranged a scepter on her. I plan to use that scepter, but I need to get to camp first. But I'm doing it. Alright. Stealth up. Fearsome strike. Once per rest, so no. Once per encounter, that's better. Extra damage and weakening. Weakens just... Might and con down. Nah. I think we'll just go with hits to crits. Level 10, we're getting close to being done. Oh, and then I get a new passive that makes even more hits crits. Sure. Allows the rogue to size up a target's battlefield position, making sneak attack more effective when the target is afflicted by 2 or more conditions that cause sneak attack. Yes, absolutely. I think that's fairly likely to happen a lot of the time. Without even trying, because I just kind of do, you know, like, Edar's always knocking people down in the early game. Chie stuns people on attack a lot of the time. Very frequently flanking. Since I'm doing this, I want to get marksman accuracy. Yeah, stepping through the between, a rogue is able to seemingly teleport across the battlefield for a few moments, returning to his or her starting position when the effect has ended. Huh. When does the effect end? Because if it ends at the end of her turn as a free encounter or a free action type, that's pretty good. Teleport behind somebody, hit them, and then teleport back. Like, I mean, now I've spec'd her into range, so I wouldn't use it regardless, but interesting. Forms a primary attack that does additional damage and can stun. Twice per encounter. That's really good. Almost certainly this is going to be sap. Yeah, it's a primary attack, so presumably that means even with a ranged weapon I can use it, though. With a name like sap, I could see it not working with ranged. Yeah, sap it is. And our final level for now. You know what, I think I am going to take this Shadowing Beyond. It's only twice per rest, but free invisibility is with the ability to do huge sneak attacks from invisible. It's could be a really good boss killer and or emergency win button.
Right here.
Oh, does anybody have a spare scepter that they might have but not really need? No. I mean, it feels like a waste since I just camped, but I think I'm just gonna... Because I don't want to have to go all the way back to town to do that, because I got stuff... Well, I have to come back here afterwards anyways. Because, yeah, this is where the actual... Presumably where Durgan's thingamajiggy actually is. So I guess I just go straight back to town so I can access my stash. Buy some camping supplies while I'm there, if I remember, hopefully. Of course, I'm going to be ending the session after I futz with the inventory. I had been thinking about doing so back before even talking to Galvino. When I saw that last door, I'm like, oh, I should end the session. I'm already at like 2 hours, but there's only one more room. And then after the conversation, well, I should end it, but I'd like to not start next session with leveling up the Devil of Karok.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you? Top quality bear...
Well, first things first, actually, before... I know that button. Oh, there's this one. Get camping supplies before I forget. And then we will rest. Alright, does that let me access my... Yes, okay, good. Now that is low damage. I guess it's not... Yeah, it's only fine. We'll start by tossing Exceptional on that. That's virtually free. See, if I wanted to use this long term, Legendary would be 8, plus speed is 11, so I could get a secondary damage. But not a secondary damage and a slaying. It's fine. It was shocking. That feels good to put on her. She needs boots. Might find better than that, but toss that on there for now while I think about other things. Oh no, that's I think part of the problem here is all my good items are, or all my items are spread across so many characters now that I haven't been very, I haven't been unequipping them as I've removed them. And I kind of like that, since it gives me the option, if I decide to go back to a different character whenever I want. And they're all already equipped. But it does have the issue that, running pretty low on items that are worth anything. Sure, we'll do that. I expected bigger damage numbers, but I guess it's only a little bit behind Chie's. Chie is much better stats overall. Alright, well that'll do for now. So, thank you all for watching and/or listening. This is the end of session 40, and I hope you all will join me when I get to session 41 next time.